We watched and felt the high of Shanti Pereira's sprint double and were left frustrated with the lows of the young Lions' painful showing. So much drama and so much gold. The 32nd SEA Games had something for everyone. But it's all over and it's time to look back on the best and the worst from an action-packed 2 weeks in Cambodia. Let's get to the point with Dipan. Dipan, you had front row seats over the last 2 weeks. What's been the good, bad and ugly from these games for you?
I'll start with the good because it's a bit of a longer list. First and foremost, Shanti Pereira. In the 100 meters and 200 meters event, Shanti became the first Singaporean woman to win gold in both. Were we surprised by her timings or her wins? Absolutely not. But you know, it's great pride in seeing a Singaporean go to the SEA Games and create history. Moving on to the swimming pool, our water polo men are once again kings of Southeast Asia. 5 matches and 5 dominant wins, proving that 2019 was perhaps much of a fluke. And also staying in the pool, our Singaporean swimmers are once again top of the table again. 22 goals this time, but what was impressive was the young swimmers that came to the fore in the likes of Mikael Lee and Jonathan Tan. Really bodes well for the future of Singapore swimming. Moving on to the bad though, Cambodia's naturalized athletes, we saw it in cricket, we saw it in table tennis, but what really went viral was of course the basketballers. I know as hosts, you want to perform well at the SEA Games, but to what extent? And this was the bad for me. The ugly, I've only got 2 words for you: young Lions.
Let's talk about how Team Singapore has done. How would you rate their performance?
Before the SEA Games actually began, my colleagues and I, we sat down and we projected 50 gold medals for Singapore at these SEA Games. The fact that Team Singapore has gone on to achieve 51 shows you that expectations have been surpassed. But what's really great is behind every one of those 51 gold medals, there is a story to tell. And there's only one place you can read them all, and that's the Straits Times sports site. But self-promotion aside, I think the debutants have done really well. We've got a young core of Team Singapore. I mean, the average age of the contingent is, after all, 24. And more than 250 debutants, and all of them have combined together to collect 51 gold medals, shows you that the future of Singapore's sport is bright. But of course, we've got to mention the negatives. Football men, golf, cycling, basketball. These are the sports that have got to look at themselves and realize that they got to do better at future editions.
Now, before you pack your bags and head home, how do you think Cambodia has done as first-time hosts?
I'm actually a bit sad to go back because I've thoroughly enjoyed my time here in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Before I came here, there was a bit of reservations because, after all, Cambodia are first-time hosts and you didn't really know what to expect. But since I've been here, everything has been good, from unique venues. Of course, you've got the state-of-the-art 60,000 Murdoch Teko National Stadium. But I actually watched the indoor hockey and floorball matches inside a dinosaur park. Does it really get better than that? And thankfully for us, as warm as the weather has been, so have the people. The volunteers, the people here in general are so nice. And there's not been one moment of discomfort while covering the SEA Games.
Thank you, Dipan.